Hiya. So tonight, instead of doing Time to Wine, I'm going to be doing Time to Dine. And I am accompanied by some tater tots and some dinosaur chicken nuggets. Because it's like midnight and I don't feel like drinking wine and stuff. I'm just hungry and I want my tots. So this past week, I went back home to visit my family in the panhandle of Florida. It was nice and fun and festive because I went back to celebrate my 22nd birthday. Yay! Happy birthday to me. I'm like sort of an adult now. Quick anecdote about that. Actually, another quick branch off of that anecdote. I used to call anecdote anecdoche for some reason back in my old English high school days. And I've since learned my lesson in pronunciation. I was incorrect. But last week before I went home, for some reason, I bought a bundle of 8 bananas. And I only ate like 2 of them. So, like the morning I was supposed to go home, I was just gonna like bring the bananas home with me. But I guess they were like just ripe enough that when I like was holding them and I was like walking with them, they all 6 of the bananas started to peel. And I almost like fell off their peel, but like I grabbed them. So that I saved them, but there was still 6 bananas that were like peeled, kind of. And so I still tried to bring them in the car, but they started getting like brownish. So I was like, I don't want the bananas to go to waste. So I ate 6 bananas like in a row. And that is probably my new banana record. Banana records probably aren't things unless you're a banana advocate, which I am. But I don't eat 6 bananas at once, so it was a new experience for me. It opened my eyes to potassium and all things phallic. No, it didn't open my eyes to all things phallic. I'll cut that out. Yeah, I'll cut that out. So now, while I was home, something kind of caught my interest, and I was like, hey, I'm going to whine about this. And I whined about it then. I'm going to whine about it again now, because that's just something I do really well, apparently. Whoa, almost got barbecue sauce on my floor. That would have been unfortunate. So we have a few cars in my family, and like while I was home, I forget the situation, but like a couple of the cars were like tied up, and my little brother needed to go somewhere, so I offered him my car to drive, but my dad was against it because he said since he's not insured on it, complicated stuff, car insurance, all that boring stuff, and so it just kind of made me think. He was very like paranoid, my dad was, about letting my little brother use my car. And he's like that about a couple things. He's not wrong about it, mind you. But it just made me think about paranoia kind of in general. Because a lot of people are paranoid about kind of small things. A lot of people are paranoid about really big things. So I don't know. What is paranoia, and is it worth the trouble that it gives us? Like, I really am not a fan of paranoia. It makes me paranoid, which is just this feeling of helplessness or insecurity. However you interpret paranoia to be, it's not a good thing, like at all. Yes, and it makes you aware of potential consequences for certain actions that you may or may not do, but it robs us of taking risks, and that is kind of an innate human characteristic that pushes us forward and develops us and makes us, who we are and how we find success. I mean, and I'm not saying that you should drive your car on the interstate at like 200 miles an hour while it's thunderstorming and snowing and volcano erupting. That's common sense, and that's a whole nother thing. But sacrificing convenience and opportunity for paranoia is just pointless. If I bake these dinosaur chicken nuggets at 424 degrees instead of 425, they could have germs or asbestos or sickle cell anemia, and, I wouldn't know. But I am hungry, and I like dinosaur chicken nuggets, so I am willing to risk it. And I'm not paranoid. Well, I wasn't paranoid. I say just be confident in decision-making and reference common sense whenever you can, because that's a very good thing, common sense. And just don't let paranoia take you over, because it's only going to box you in, and you're never going to trust anybody or anything. As the immortal bard Drake once said, YOLO. Do you guys like my shirt? It's Dragonite. My little brother Dennis got it for me for my birthday, because he knows my favorite Pokemon is Dragonite. Where'd that accent come from? I don't know, but this shirt is very adorable, and I'm very fond of it, so thank you, Dennis. You're a good lad, aren't you? Also, I brought a little friend from home to hang out with me here, because it's kind of a little lonely here now during the summer, so I don't know, hopefully she will, accommodate well with the setting and the environment down here. She's a little scared. She already scratched me once, but love hurts, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go put a band-aid on my hand because it is bleeding at the moment. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, man. Or woman, lady, buddy, friend.
Hey man!
Hey man, what's up?
Hey, you should click on one of those videos over there to watch some more stuff.
Oh hey, that sounds like a good idea.
You don't really look like a dinosaur, actually.
Yeah, okay, thanks a lot, jerk.